Hello. Hello. All right. We're about to get started. How y'all doing? Kane. Number one, Kane. All right. Woohoo. Uh-huh. You know the deal, Kane. Uh-huh. Kane. Can't wait. Brock Lesnar is supposed to start out the show. He's supposed to start the show. We got champion. I'm waiting to see Paul Heyman, because I truly think Paul Heyman's going to show up on Raw. And he going to represent Brock and Roman, I think. Until Brock loses the title and then goes after Roman for his title. Hell yeah, Kane. Hell yeah. Uh-huh. Long time. Pigskin! How are you, Foreskin? How you doing? Are you watching Raw? Uh-huh. Where am I? They're showing a repeat from day one when Brock Lesnar surprised everybody and won the title. Kathy! Kathy! How are you, girl? Kathy! I'm just sharing my stuff out while they're doing a replay of day one. All right. Oh my God, is Foreskin Blitz here? Oh no, Doris, I am not dressed. Tell him to close his eyes. You gotta close your eyes, Foreskin. Close your eyes. All right. We will see if... Oh, my eyes are glued open, he said. You don't want to miss a thing, Kathy. You don't want to miss a thing. They had fireworks going off to start out the live show. So our main event tonight is the Fatal 4-Way we were supposed to see on day one. The only difference is whoever wins will be the number one contender for Brock Lesnar, which I'm calling it now. It's going to be Bobby Lashley, and we're going to end up seeing Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, either on a Raw or more than likely at the Rumble. They haven't said when the title match would happen, but it's just a Fatal 4-Way tonight. We'll determine who will be the number one contender. Then we got Damian Priest and Dolph Ziggler, no disqualification. We got a women's tag match. Uh-huh. Jay, you nasty. You nasty. And then we get to see the match we were supposed to see last week. AJ Styles versus Omos. And don't forget, AJ will also be at New Year's Evil tomorrow night on NXT. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Ready? I can't imitate his music. They're making us wait. They're making us wait. They haven't even hit his music yet. Paul Heyman! I told you Paul Heyman was going to be there. I told you, God damn it. Paul Heyman's going to introduce Brock Lesnar. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Told you. When are you going to sleep? Love me 15 minutes. Doris Streams. Van Orden. How are you? Disputed WWE Heavyweight Champion of the World, Brock Lesnar. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm imitating his jump in my seat. That's what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. Not half as excited as you are, pure buzzing. And the worst thing is, Ben, I always say the same thing. I don't want Brock Lesnar to win the title, but I can't help myself. Every time he wins the title, I get all excited, thinking it'll be different every time. And then every time they fucking disappoint me and they put him back on a part-time fucking schedule. And then it's like, man. But you can't help but get excited about Brock Lesnar. As much as I always say, I don't want him to hold the title. I don't mind if he wins the title and then loses it. I just don't want him to keep the title for a long-term period. Right? Because he's the beast. And he's making up his own Olympic-style podium. You almost 600. Get up there, Doris. Fishy Rich. Fishy Rich, how are you? Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, I may add, are at Raw. I love when I'm right. I love when I'm able to pre-call exactly what the hell they do. Brock Lesnar is giving a big shout out to his buddy Roman Reigns. Oh shit, Fishy Rich. The real champion. That's what he just called himself. I know how you feel, Fishy. I just got done having surgery myself. In December. Joseph Grohl! Brock Lesnar is here. And you know what, Joseph? His advocate is back. Did I say it, Joseph? I said it on Saturday that Paul Heyman would be on Monday Night Raw with Brock Lesnar, Joseph Grohl. And who comes out to introduce Brock Lesnar? But when the lights come out, it is Paul Heyman. They're coming out. I told I don't want them. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I knew it. We all talked about it week after week after week. That it was the same Kurt Angle, Big Show Angle they were working from 2002. Uh-huh. Paul Heyman's talking about all he did behind the scenes because Brock just threw him under the rug and said how he was telling the truth when he was saying all those weeks that his advocate Paul Heyman was working for him. And he's saying that's how he was added to the fatal four-way at the last minute was because of Paul Heyman. Now, the only thing is the whole Roman firing Heyman thing a work? Uh-huh. So I'm hoping we find that out on Friday, Joseph, but with Roman Reigns having COVID, I don't know if we do or if we will. And he's talking about the fatal five-way now. He's talking about how Seth Rollins and KO worked together on Saturday, even though it was a every man for himself match. Yes, Joseph, you are right. Bobby the Brain Heenan used to do the same thing, and he was weasel his way out of trouble with his clients. And Paul Heyman is just like Bobby Heenan. He's like the new day Bobby Heenan, the current day Bobby Heenan. He's just as weaselly. We have the weasel, and then we have the walrus. Oh, Heyman's talking about the tribal chief. He's saying 1 week without him, and Roman Reigns already has COVID. He said Karma's a bitch. Now he's going to talk about Bobby Lashley. So, Joseph, tonight's main event is a fatal four-way that we were supposed to have on Saturday. The difference is the winner will be Brock Lesnar's number one contender. I'm calling it. We talked about it. It's going to be Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley will win. I don't know, Joseph. I don't think so. They're not free agents. But they are lightening up on the you can only show up on your own show thing. So they may show up tonight. I don't see it, but they it could be a surprise. I don't see them showing up tonight. I see it ending up on Raw. I mean, on SmackDown. Yeah, I mean, we got to see now that Brock has the title again. Mr. J, we got to see Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. The 30 seconds that we saw it on Saturday, the crowd went wild when it was going to happen. Unfortunately, we only saw it for about 30 seconds to a minute. We need a full match of it. People want it. It's good for business. Roman called me and told me the real story about him being sick. He just saw. Oh, he's wore out and he's sore. Kathy, you got to take it easy on him, especially when he's got a big championship match coming up. It's like a boxer. That's why they say boxers can't have sexual relations before a match. You got to save your energy. All right, Paul Heyman saying Big E deserves the applause. He's saying that Big E did WWE justice as a champion. All right, Joseph. You'll be in time for our main event, Joseph. I will see you around 9:15. Be good. So the rematch is going to be at the Royal Rumble. Paul Heyman just said the match will be at Royal Rumble. Whoever wins tonight. Doris, I couldn't help it. Have you seen that man? I have, Kathy. I have. And I agree. But he missed a big payday, Kathy. I mean, granted, he'll get paid either way, so I guess it really doesn't matter. But I think they do make more money if they show up on a pay-per-view. Brock Lesnar. Sorry, I just got to do it. I've been waiting to hear Paul Heyman do that for a year now, for Christ's sakes. All right, so that prediction has come true. Paul Heyman is on Raw with Brock Lesnar. So we will see what happens on SmackDown with Paul Heyman. We'll see if he shows up with Roman Reigns. Now we got Randy Orton in the back. Why doesn't Randy have his title? All right, so we got RK Bro versus Alpha Academy coming up next. I never charge him. I wouldn't either, Kathy. It would be free charge for me. I just want to be able to trace all the little lines on his tattoo. So now we're going to start talking about the Royal Rumble, which is only a couple of weeks away. It's January 29th. And it's in St. Louis. It's in Randy Orton's hometown. Oh, there's a furry. He's a furry. He got his fantasy nights mixed up and showed up at a football show with dressed as half man, half horse type of thing. I think he was supposed to be a fairy. All right. So, who wins tonight? Who? Kathy is just as bad as Lisa when it comes to Roman. She is Mr. J. She is. So first commercial break, they're already showing goddamn Domino's commercials. Already showing the Domino's commercials. God damn it. See, if Roman didn't test positive on Saturday, I would say he'd show up tonight. But where he just tested positive, he's got to quarantine 5 days after testing negative. So I don't know. I mean, I know that athletes will test every day until they come out with a negative test. And then WWE redid their quarantine to 5 days like the CDC did. So Roman will have to quarantine for 5 days after testing negative. That means if he still tests positive as of today, he will not be on Raw. I mean, he will not be on SmackDown. But I suppose he could show up on Raw next week if Paul Heyman's going to be on Raw next week with Brock Lesnar. We could see that. Now Randy's back, and he does have his title this time. And Riddle's got chains. No, to all of this, Randy saying Riddle's talking about the Amigos showing up on Saturday with them. Oh God, he's gonna call Randy Little Rand Dog now. Randy's making Riddle take off all the jewelry and the sunglasses. Randy saying he doesn't know how and doesn't care how. Gotcha! Paul Heyman was on Raw. Listen to Randy more. Randy Orton's telling Riddle they got to be on the same page. They got to listen. Shifted, Twisted, how are you, love? Chicka arcade, bro. Is in my head. They count to me. They understand. They talk to me. They talk to me. Voices in my head are going crazy, Ganja. They really need to we got to see if they have little rattlesnakes with hats on and long hair like Riddle. Do they have little Arcade Bro stuffed animals yet? Because we got to get one. We got to get one for the Fanatics channel. We do. The doves. Chicka, gamer. Chicka. Speaking of, did everybody see my new logo Gamer made me? Isn't it sexy? Very sexy. Tapajarbana. I remember high-fiving Randy Orton when I was a kid in Glasgow during a house show. Cool beans, Van Olden. Randy is the shit. How I know? Because Riddle says so. Ray Carson! Paul Heyman is on Raw. He's back with Brock Lesnar, Ray Carson. Uh-huh. And here comes Alpha Academy. Alpha Academy. Do they have a chance of winning the titles? I don't think if WWE has RK Bro lose the tag titles, they're fucking stupid. RK Bro is so over right now. Like, everybody absolutely loves them being together, loves them holding the title. There is not a title match tonight, Ray. We are going to have a fatal four-way match as our main event, which is the one we were supposed to have on Saturday. It's going to be Lashley, Rollins, Owens, and Big E. The winner of it will face Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble for the title. I'm saying Lashley's going to win that match, and it'll be Lashley and Lesnar at the Rumble. Alpha Academy's jumping, RK Bro. Gamer, 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 gamer. Gamer, 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 gamer. Uh-oh, Otis is going after Riddle. Riddle can't compete with Otis, man. I think Lashley might win tonight. Yeah, me too, Ray. That's my pick. I'm saying Lashley's going to win the Fatal 4-Way, and it's going to be Lashley versus Lesnar at the Rumble. And if WWE is smart, with the pop the two of them got on Saturday when they were in the ring for that, like 30 seconds or a minute, that's how WWE will play this. They can make a big money day if they have Lashley Lesnar at Rumble. Everybody wants to see it. Yeah, Toni Storm is not fond of Charlotte Flair. I don't know where Toni Storm's going to go from here. I don't know how much good terms she's on with AEW, but Britt Baker did show a picture of Toni Storm on her Twitter. A lot of people are saying that means Toni Storm's going to go to AEW. It's a possibility. Lady C, what's up? I think so. She has a 90-day non-compete clause thing. That's if they changed it. As of right now, I believe she does have a 90-day non-compete clause. But we have seen surprise things where they didn't change it. Like with what's his face? When they went up to the main roster, they never changed the non-compete clause from 30 to 90. But if they did, then she has a 90-day compete clause. All this hype, but they couldn't find anything to do with Toni Storm. What a joke. Well, it's not Mr. J. You have to remember, like I said, Toni Storm is the one that requested her release. And yes, it was because she had all that time where she wasn't doing anything. I think some of it has to do with Charlotte. I think they probably would have been better off if they had put Toni Storm on Raw instead of SmackDown. It's the Fly, man. Every time I see Jeff Goldblum, that's all I think of is when he was the Fly guy. Is there a show this weekend for AEW? I know Impact Wrestling got a pay. So there is a show on Saturday, Ray. It's not a pay-per-view. I believe it's on TBS. They are having a battle of the belts where I believe it's a couple of matches for titles. Mascot, thank you. So it's not a pay-per-view, it's on their regular station, but they do have a show on Saturday. So they'll have their regular Dynamite. Don't forget, Dynamite's on TBS this week. From now on, Rampage will still be on TNA. All right, so now we have the tag match starting. RK Bro. Riddle is in the ring with... Oh, that was a close one. I think Ruby Soho needs to win the title instead of Jade Cargill. Yeah, I don't know if they would give Ruby a title so soon, though. So this weekend on Saturday, it's going to be Britt Baker versus what the hell is her name? The little Oriental girl. Sia. I can't even think of her goddamn name. So now we have Riddle and Otis in the ring. Otis just pretty much slammed Riddle down. Riddle needs to tag Randy in. Chad Gables tagged himself back in. Riho, yes, thank you, Ray Carson. So it's gonna be Britt Baker versus Riho. And then we're gonna have Daniel Bryan versus Paige Part 2. I don't know if they're gonna have other. There's supposed to be I believe Cody Rhodes is supposed to defend the TNA title, and I believe the TBS tournament might be the finales on Saturday. I'm not 100% sure on that one, though. That may be on Wednesday instead of Saturday, but is it a 60-minute? I believe it is, but there's going to be judges. So if there's no definite winner, they're going to judge it. And that'll be whatever the judges say will be the winner. And that's only if there's no winner at the end of the time limit. Alpha Academy. Otis just pinned Riddle. Riddle never got to tag Randy in. So this was not for the titles. This was a non-title match, but this makes Alpha Academy the number one contenders because they just pinned the champs. Oh, now we got Bobby Lashley with MVP. They're talking about Bobby Lashley in the Fatal 4-Way. Omos is going to be next. He's going to be in the back. Do you think might interfere in the match, Brock Lesnar? Do I think who will interfere? Brock Lesnar doesn't have a title match tonight. I think Roman Reigns will end up having his own title match at Royal Rumble. So Lady C, Brock won the Raw title on Saturday at day one. He came out and started the show. He's back with Paul Heyman. We ended up seeing Paul Heyman open the show with Brock today. And Brock will have a championship match at the Royal Rumble. And Ray, I think Brock will end up just losing the title to Lashley. I know they're not done with each other, but no, I don't think Roman Reigns is going to cost Brock the title. I think Brock will end up losing it to Lashley. Whether or not Paul Heyman ends up interfering in the match, that's different. So, but I don't think Roman himself will end up costing Brock the title. No, they're not going to unify the titles. There's no way they're going to unify the titles. No. Not going to happen. The only title they're unifying is the Cruiserweight title and the North American title on NXT. They're not unifying any other titles. So now we're watching Omos and AJ Styles, and what brought us to this match. But yeah, Ray, I don't see them unifying any other titles, especially the main roster titles. Yeah, that's going to happen tomorrow on New Year's Eve, Ray. And I think that's why they're doing it. They're getting rid of the cruiserweight title. Booyaka, booyaka. Six, 1, 9. I'm almost wondering if, speaking of Grayson Waller, if we're going to see him during the AJ Omos match. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Hi, Tilly. Hi, Tilly. Anyways. And here comes Dana Brooke, the 24/7 champion. And Reggie's coming out with her. Riddle. Yes, I did almost call him Riddle. I don't know who Dana Brooke is facing. It's a 24/7 title match, though. Oh, she's gone. It's a mixed tag match. Is that what we're having? Looks like it's a mixed tag match. They're showing some recaps of last week with the mixed tag match between R-Truth and Tamina and Reggie and Brooke. And now Tamina is teaming with Terazawa. They're now talking about the Fatal 4-Way for the main event. And then we're also going to see, don't forget, the women's tag team defended their titles against Rhea and Nikki. Uh-huh. Jelly. Goofy. Dilly. I hate these Sonic commercials because I don't have a Sonic around me and I really want to try Sonic because all their food looks really good. So I hate when they show the commercials. I do. Blink twice if you're in danger. Come on, blink. Blink if you're in danger. What are you so afraid of? What are you afraid of? You can tell that we're in the end of the season for football. Everybody's watching the game. Even Ray Cassin's watching the game too. Because everybody's biting on the bit to see who's going to be in the playoffs. So many games are affecting, teams are affecting other teams' playoff predictions. Canva, I use Canva. I do. By adding 33% more pepperoni. 33% more pepperonis. Food sensitivity. Maniac, what's up? How are you? I am good. This is Big Ben's last home game, Mr. J. I did not know that. Is he going to retire this time? I know he said he was going to retire at the end of last season and then changed his mind. Is he actually going to retire? Or is he leaving that team? I don't see him leaving that team. I don't. He's been with them too long. Big Ben. Big Ben. Oh, CSI's back on. CSI Vegas. Chicago Fire's coming back. Chicago PD's coming back. Last Man Standing. All the new seasons are coming back out. All right, so we have a mixed tag match, and the 24/7 title is up for grabs. So if either Reggie or Dana get pinned, Dana loses her 24/7 title. And I'm assuming that whoever does the pin is the new champion. I'm assuming. So it can either be Tamina or Tirizawa. I am thinking. Dance moves. Secret sauce. So I covered you with my blanket so nicely, Tilly. And you're in here because you're going to follow me wherever I go, huh? Damn dog. Oh, he kicked Tamina in the face. Tirizawa kicked Tamina in the face, and now she's going to fuck him up. And now Reggie's going to take advantage. And all right, so Reggie and Dana won thanks to Tamina knocking the taste out of tears out of his mouth after he kicked her. And now Tamina's probably going to get in the ring and fuck him up even more. Kane! Jesus Christ, Tilly. Seriously? What's up, Kane? Thank you, thank you. Sometimes I'm just famous in my head, Kane. Yeah, I think Tamina is going to end up fucking tearing. Oh, they're not even going to show it. 5K views in a day. Yes, Kane. Yes, Kane. I was so excited about that. I think Big Ben will retire. Still, did you hear about Antonio Brown? Yeah, I did. He walked off the field in the middle of the game. I did. I did hear about that. So we ended up seeing on Saturday Liv Morgan once again lose to Becky Lynch. It was supposed to be a dirty finish, and Becky never completed it. She was supposed to put her feet on the ropes, and her foot ended up missing the rope, so it was a clean pin. You know the deal, Kane. So, I don't know if at the Rumble, if they're really going to do a third match. I mean, it's not like it's going to be a rubber match because Becky Lynch technically won all 3 matches. She got herself disqualified. Well, she got herself disqualified once, used the ropes to pin Liv the second one, and then she won Saturday too. So I'm almost hoping that they don't do a 4th match. Tell Jimmy check the dog out. He's in his hole. He's in his cave. He may hear her barking. I know he does usually lurk. We'll see. Here comes Becky. Yep. Here I hear him, Kane. I hear him. You want to go out? Come on. So he is taking the dog out. So I guess we'll find out what is going to happen at the Rumble for Becky. I am anticipating over the next couple of weeks before the Rumble, Alexa Bliss returning. And I am thinking, he is the man, Kane. He is. I am thinking Alexa will be the next challenger. I think Bayley's going to return soon. So I think they're going to put one on either show. Because neither one of them were included in the draft, number one. So they're both basically free agents as of right now and can go to either show. So I think they'll put Alexa on one and Becky on the other. And I think those two will be the next challenges for the titles of whatever show they go to. Because Bayley should be back anytime. Her last thing she was in, she missed Hell in a Cell, I believe, because she got hurt before that. And they were saying she would be out for about 6 months. So we're coming up on 6 months. I think this is 6 months. And Alexa Bliss was only supposed to be out a couple of weeks, but I think they've been bringing her back for a big time return. They could both be surprise entrants in the Royal Rumble, which with Bayley, that's probably what it's going to be, definitely. I mean, and Alexa could be too, but I almost feel like Alexa will be before the Rumble, because if they have two huge returns on both in the Rumble, that will be kind of silly. So, but yeah, I see Alexa returning before the Rumble, and then I think Bayley will be a surprise entrant in the Women's Rumble. That's my prediction, Kane. That's my prediction. We'll see if I'm right on that one. We will see. And yeah. Breeding season. I almost want to watch this relatively famous ranch rules just because I want to see whose kids are who. You know, I want to see if they're really celebrity kids. I think Antonio Brown's done. He was lucky that freaking Tampa Bay took him. The only reason Tampa Bay signed him was because of Tom Brady. Nobody else wants him. So I hope he knows that he just kissed his career goodbye. Nobody wanted him before, and nobody's definitely going to want him now. He just walked off a field in the middle of a game. They're going to release him. They already said that he wasn't playing for them no more. Nobody else is going to sign him. So he kissed his career goodbye. See you later. I think part of me thinks that he's just an ass. That's what I think. He's an egotistical asshole that thinks that he's fucking God's gift to football, and he ain't. Becky Lynch! Everything can change for the better. She got to talk about all the way to the back, having New Year's resolutions to become champion. She says her resolution is to remain the Raw Women's Champion. Becky Lynch is saying that they can't beat her. Many have tried, many have failed. She hasn't taken time to think about the last year. Maybe if WWE had Doris working for the creative team, they wouldn't be taking right now. Thanks, Mr. J. I like to think so. That's truly one of my biggest beliefs is they need a hardcore fan to be a writer because they know what the fans want. She's talking about being an artiste. It makes you feel the pain. Oh, she makes you feel. That's what great artwork does, she said. Fine art also reveals the truth. Oh, she just called herself Vincent Van Gogh. Oh, I wonder if that was a freaking... I don't know. Get the hell out of South Carolina. They're not going to finally win the Raw Women's Championship. Look no further than Liv Morgan. She told everybody she was going to win. She broke her promise on the very first day of the new year. Oh, Jesus Christ, here comes Liv Morgan. I'm telling you, they better not have a 4. They better not repeat this match 4 times. New ugly jacket. Oh, and don't forget, we even still have Lacey Evans that's supposed to return. I forgot about her. So that's 3 big returns we're supposed to be having. And all 3 are saying they're ready to return. But you did it! You failed! Becky's saying Liv won't win the title till she retires. Here comes Bianca Belair. Oh, shit. Oh. We're going to see a tag match. It's going to be Bianca and Liv versus Doudrop and Becky. Watch. Because Doudrop's going to come out next. Bianca's saying she back in line for the title. She's telling them to start a support group for women that have almost beat her but couldn't. Nick, Happy New Year! Now they're going to start fighting on each other. Becky's telling the two of them to get the hell out of her ring. And they both attack Becky Lynch, and Doudrop's going to come out. They throw out of the ring. Oh, now Bianca and Liv are fighting each other in the ring. Oh, Liv Morgan just took Bianca down. Oh, Bianca just punched the taste out of Liv's mouth. She got to do the KOD? No, Becky Lynch blocked. Manhandle slam to Bianca. God, I swear to God, her and Seth Rollins are splitting suits. Watch, when we see Seth Rollins, his jacket's going to be half fucking jean material, half black. Because Becky Lynch got the pants on. Oh, no. Seth Rollins has a black and white jacket on. Kevin Owens. Seth freaking Rollins. Kevin. Drew McIntyre for the men's. For the women's, it would almost be cool if Lita won the women's, because I think Lita will be in the Rumble this year. I think she'll be one of the surprise entrants where her and Becky Lynch have been going back and forth on Twitter. I mean, I don't see Lita winning the title, but I think that'll be a good match for Mania. And we're going to end up having so it's either going to be, the men's will either be Drew or Brock, depending on how they do the storylines after Brock loses the title at the Rumble. I like Bianca to win the Women's Royal Rumble. Men's, tough to say. Yeah, I don't see, and that's my only thing. I don't know if they would have Bianca win 2 years in a row. I mean, we haven't really seen that too often. I think, I want to say Seth Rollins or Shawn Michaels is the only one to win 2 years in a row. But you never know. Oh, Kevin Owens is concerned now that Seth is lying about them working together again. Yeah, because I know that there's a lot of predictions for Brock to be facing Roman at WrestleMania. The only thing is, we have seen WWE change storylines when too much gets out about what they're doing. So that's, and I know that Drew McIntyre is supposed to be, once Roman gets done with Brock, it's going to be Drew McIntyre as his next opponent. And my original thing was we were going to see Drew versus Brock for #1 contender. But where they ended up having to change direction because of Roman coming up with COVID, now that kind of changes the stage. But I don't think they'll change WrestleMania plans. And they've already said that Lisa, hello, beautiful. They already said they couldn't get Rock for WrestleMania. So, I don't see it being Rock and Roman at WrestleMania. Maybe Rock, Roman at SummerSlam. And I know one of the reasons I think it'll be Drew McIntyre is because we need Roman to lose the title. Because Roman's got to go do that movie. So he's got to be written off. So, Dorito, how you doing? Doom. So they're talking about the Fatal 4-Way for tonight. Do. All right, so women's tag team titles. Thomas. Isn't Carmella beautiful? Tinkering and trying to figure out how to have more space. You got to put some of your toys outside. Don't you have a whole nother garage? I think you do. You might have to get rid of some toys, Dorito. May have to. Do. Says the girl who's got her burrito. Negative, not outside, and space is getting taken up in storage. Well, Dorito, that means you have too much shit. So that means you got to get rid of some of the shit. That's what that means. Hi, Thomas. Tell him. That means you got too much shit, Dorito. I'll power one of the quads and the little mini bike. All right, well, don't talk about it. Do it. I'll take a quad. You can ship it down to me if you'd like. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. figuring out what's off. All right. Right, Jimmy, tell him. Less stuff, more space. Less stuff, more space. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Texas toast. Jimmy, do you see the... Oh, you haven't watched TV in forever. Sonic is biting off freaking Paul's Texas melt. They now have a Texas toast melt with onions and multiple layers of cheese on it. It's like somebody from Sonic ate at Paul's and now they're copying it. It would be cheaper for the manufacturer because private shipping sucks. No, Jimmy, no. Yes, less stuff, more space. And if you can't make up your mind, Dorito, ask the missus. I'm sure missus will. Grass cutter! I gotta get rid of the palette. I have left of random stuff. One of the palettes I have left of random stuff. Okay. Okay. Oh, hey, Mom. Doo-doo-doo. Winter is calling. The Winter Olympics. You are going down. I have had enough of my grandson's mouth. Oh, shit, Dorito. You've been talking to Dorito. You've been talking to Abel. Dorito. Uh-huh. All right, so now the women's tag team match. We got little itty bitty Zelina Vega in the ring with the Amazon Rhea Ripley. And ease. With ease. And there goes Zelina. And Carmella's not even on the apron. She's by the announcer's table. Like she went down to put her mask on and she's not even on the apron to help her partner. Nikki's covering Zelina. Fucking Nikki just tripped over her own feet. What are they're fucking making even more of a joke of Nikki Ash. They need to get rid of the freaking almost a superhero gimmick and they need to send her back to the psychotic Scott woman. I have 2 videos of Abel DeVito. I sent him to Lone Star. He said he sent them to you. Jimmy did ours, and you have a good Christmas. And we did, grass cutter. I know nothing. I'm hoping because they're making Nikki Ash look so weak. And she's been a joke since they started this new gimmick with her. And they just need to, like, get rid of the gimmick, have her go back to her crazy psychotic, and then they can have freaking Rhea Ripley team with her, and they would be a badass tag team. Instead of having this fucking almost a superhero stupid shit. Zelina Vega. Of course, she's going to end up pinning Nikki. There you go. Yep. Ask him if he can sing Rocket Man for you, Kathy. Do. So I see Rhea dumping Nikki Ash. I don't know if she'll attack her, but she's gonna end up dumping Nikki because Nikki keeps getting pinned. Oh, Jesus. Johnny Knoxville. If you haven't heard Johnny Knoxville saying he's going to be at WrestleMania. Oh, he's going to be at the Rumble. He's throwing his name in the Rumble. Johnny Knoxville is. Dorito, that is a foul. Using my able against me, knowing I can't do much to him. Tell him, Kathy. Tell him. So January 29th, St. Louis, Missouri, at the Dome. And here come the Street Profits. The Street Profits lost at day one. We know that because we already saw RKO, who retained their titles. I don't know what the Street Profits will move on to next. It's another thing that I don't know. Who do they got on SmackDown? The New Day. I was going to say, I don't know if SmackDown has good number one contenders, but they do. They have the New Day. I mean, they're kind of like, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Kathy, how dare you? I don't know whatsoever you are talking about. Please explain. Dorito, stop poking the Kathy Bates. Oh, the Street Profits are entering themselves in the Royal Rumble. So we got Street Profits versus Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz. She's poking me. She can't poke you. She doesn't have the right equipment. Knock it off. I do not see the corruption. I see you trying to corrupt small children who are very, very suggesting, understanding. I just getting used to Nikki's superhero gimmick in WWE screwing it up. They've been screwing it up since it started, Mr. J. They've made a joke out of that girl since she became Nikki ASH. And they're just doing it now to just make an absolute fucking joke out of her. And like they started with her, she's never been a very strong gimmick in the superhero one. She's always been the weaker one. She's always been the underdog. But now it's just, she's literally gotten pinned every week for the last month. Literally every week. She last week, the week before last, she cost Rhea a match. And it's just, I mean, Stanimal, they only use that behind stands back. Ooh, they hit a comforting brownie behind in the Snickers. I made comforting brownies yesterday. They were pretty good. They're very soft. I made milk chocolate brownies instead of fudge brownies this time. Mm-hmm. And I made Jimmy his peanut butter cookies. I did. I just didn't feel like doing videos of it this time. I just felt like baking, partly because it was cold, so I wanted to use my oven. We're having a baby! No, we are not having a baby. The commercial said we're having a baby. $182 a month. $182 a month. Uh-huh. Financial assistance. Doris Abel told me that Dorito is his new friend. I will not allow that. You better not allow that, Kathy. Enter his first Royal Rumble match. Yes. Apollo! We like Hot Wheels. Dorito. Listen, just because Abel is the size of Luch, your little sidekick, doesn't mean that you can use Hot Wheels to try and persuade him to the dark side. Okay? And besides, would you really want somebody from Kathy Bates's lineage as your sidekick? Think about it, Dorito. Think about it. He does belong to Kathy Bates's bloodline. Think about it, Dorito. She was better when she had the insane gimmick. That would have worked. That's what I'm saying, Mr. J. I think if they put the insane gimmick back, that her and Rhea would make a freaking badass tag team. I think they would work so much better together. I don't know where they're going to go with Alexa Bliss once she returns. I don't know if she's going to come back as the Alexa she was before she left. I mean, maybe. Yep, I teach him the dark side of the Sicilian force. Dorito, you don't need to teach him the dark side of the Sicilian force. Didn't you just hear me say he's Kathy Bates's bloodline? He has the dark side of the Sicilian force running through his damn veins, Dorito. You know the little boy in the movie The Shining, Red Rum? That is Abel, for fuck's sakes. Come on. Come on. He has that in his blood. And that's where you're wrong like that, because he don't call her Nana. So yeah, you don't even know. I'm almost wondering, Mr. J, if by doing this and now Nikki, in reality, when they break up, Rhea and Nikki, they need to go back to the insane Nikki thing. With Alexa Bliss returning, that could actually be when Nikki turns into the doll, when she becomes the human doll. Ha. Ah. I'm trying, Kathy. I'm trying to tell him. And he won't listen. So unleash the Krakens, Kathy. Now that I actually talk about that, Mr. J, it almost, that sounds like it would be a really cool storyline if when Rhea dumps her, if that's going to completely break her and shatter her, and then Alexa Bliss comes in and picks up the pieces and molds her, and she becomes the living doll. I already cracked one. You already cracked what? You don't even know what I'm talking about. The Krakens. Release the Krakens. Have you not ever seen the movie? God damn it! Just Girls Home. So, Joseph Girl, we're talking about where they will go with Nikki ASH because she just got pinned again by Zelina Vega in a tag match. And you can tell Rhea's starting to get sick of it because it was a tag match for the titles. So, I think me and Mr. J was just talking about it. And we're talking about when Rhea dumps Nikki ASH, Nikki going back to her crazy Nikki gimmick, which we all hope. I was saying it would be really cool with Alexa Bliss coming back if when they made Nikki Cross go back to crazy Nikki, if that's what turns her into the doll. Is that what brings her out to be that, like, if she breaks completely when Rhea dumps her? And then Alexa Bliss comes back and voila, you have the living doll. It would be awesome. That's what I said. I'm like, that could actually be an awesome freaking storyline. Hopefully WWE is watching. God damn it. Make it happen. We need to become WWE writers. Mr. J's right. Sorry, Miz, stole your line. Oh, don't apologize to the Miz. That's all right. Oh, so Angry Birds. The birds are angry. The birds are angry because it's fucking cold out. That's why the birds are angry. That's why the birds are fucking angry. Yeah, because Mr. J was like, maybe WWE wouldn't be fucking it up if they would just hire you as a writer. I said that would really be awesome. Hopefully they're watching. I want to see this movie so bad, Joseph Girl. Dorito is dying. Where do I send the crabgrass? Where do I send the crabgrass? I like the Miz. He does a lot of charity, and that gets my respect. He does. I like the Miz as a person, but I can't wait till the Royal Rumble when we see, or it may even happen tonight, where we see the Miz and Maurice versus Edge and Beth Phoenix. Did you see badass Beth Phoenix on Saturday? Did you see her? I included a picture in my news report from last night, Joseph Girl. That's what we're going to be seeing, is Beth and Edge versus Maurice and Miz. I can't wait to see that. Can't wait to see it. Cannot wait. So, Joseph, do you want Doritos crabgrass? Because Kathy Bates is going to kill Dorito. Me too. American Auto. This show looks so stupid. Burn. Well, Doris, I wouldn't send flowers. Oh, I got you now. Kathy. I don't know. Somewhere in California, Kathy. Dewdrop is yelling at Adam and she just called Adam P.S. Grandpa. No, I don't. I'll give Dorito a diamond cutter off the top ropes. Me too, Dewdrop. I'm sick of the same people getting chance after chance after chance after chance. Oh, she's demanding. They got to do a triple threat. Of course, they're gonna have a triple threat match. Fucking seriously. Dewdrop versus Bianca versus Liv Morgan. Are you fucking serious? So next week, a women's triple threat match. Dewdrop, Bianca Belair, and Liv Morgan. And then the winner faces Becky Lynch at the Rumble. Okay, Lisa. Woo. I could see anyone return just for a Rumble night. Who would you love to? Well, Joseph, I was actually talking about that. So we have three women that should be returning. We have Alexa Bliss. We have Bailey, and then we have what's it there? Fucking Lacey Evans. So I was saying I don't see all three of them returning at the Rumble because they'll usually only have one big return at the Rumble for each Rumble match. So I was saying I can kind of see Alexa returning before the Rumble and like Bailey being a surprise return at the Rumble. Maybe Lacey will be after the Rumble. Maybe. But yeah, we have three of them. So, because all three are saying that they're ready to come back on Twitter. I mean, I just think in WWE probably will do it. But if they have more than one big return at the Rumble, it's gonna suck because it's gonna take away a lot of the hype. So, what do you think, Joseph? What do you think? And now here's Damian and Ziggler. And this is a no. So if Damian gets himself disqualified this time, Ziggler wins the title. Well, and that's what I think. I think Lita and Trish Stratus are I heard Trish Stratus coming back, but I heard coming back as a producer, not as an in-ring competitor. So I almost think Trish Stratus and Lita will be surprise entrants in the Rumble. They'll be one of the legends that come in the Rumble. And I was saying that I could almost see Lita winning the Rumble. And facing Becky Lynch at Mania because of the feud they were having on Twitter. Or just them to, maybe Lita coming back like the week of the Rumble to throw her name in the Rumble. But yeah, that I think they'll both be surprise entrants, but for the men's Royal Rumble, I'd love to see Stone Cold do one more title shot. Yeah, I don't. So Stone Cold is going to be at Mania. They're saying he's not going to be any in-ring scenario, but they're saying that he's gonna do something at the Mania. I heard Ronda Rousey is supposed to be right. She's another one that they're saying is talking about coming back. So like right now we have so many women who are going to be making returns just out of current superstars. Never mind the legends. But yeah, I heard Trish is supposed to be coming back, but in a producer role. They kind of like what they have Molly Holly as. So, yeah. So over the next couple of weeks, up until the Rumble, I think if WWE works it right, it could be like they could build up so much hype for the Rumble, which is what they need to do. Captain Jerk, they need to use all these to build up hype. I mean, if they did it, then their ratings would be through the roof. Lacey Evans looks fucking badass. She put a picture of herself on Twitter. working out. She's fucking badass. But yeah, I mean, like I said, if they work it right, they have so many fucking scenarios right now where they could work into badass storylines. They just need to play their cards right. We should all start sending them emails to hire me as a writer, Joseph Crow. That's what we need to do. Mandy Rose. So this week we have the triple threat match for the women's title. We also have Tommaso Ciampa versus Braun. And then we have AJ Styles versus what's his face? Tolliver, or whatever the hell his name is, tomorrow night on New Year's Eve. My girlfriend goes, she wants to see the King and JR band. Well, they did just re-sign the King's contract, but I don't know, other than being on the pre-shows, I know he does backstage shit, but I don't know exactly what. I think they should put him back on one of the announcers teams. Yeah. AJ Styles. So he's wrestling Omos tonight, Joe. And then tomorrow he's facing that other dude on NXT. On NXT. Uh-huh. And then our main event, like I said, is the Fatal 4-Way. The winner faces Brock at Royal Rumble. So Ziggler right now is trying to piss Damian off and make Damian get disqualified again. Because if he does, then Ziggler wins the title. The one thing, see, and that's one of the storylines that I feel like WWE missed. They missed having AJ Styles and Omos versus Commander Aziz and what's his face? I can't see JR back in. No, JR ain't never coming back to WWE. Absolutely not. He's gonna stay with AEW. He'll retire from AEW. Did we figure out what KO said on Twitter? Said he did it. No, I never figured out what it was, Joseph. And I wonder, Robert Roode just interfered in the match. I was wondering if it was convincing Sami Zayn to interfere tonight in the Fatal 4-Way match. Because if you remember on Saturday, he said he was going to go talk to Sami Zayn. I think he got tired of Vince McMahon not listening and not having any, like, leaving everything up to JR to make decisions with. They just had, like, creative differences is what JR says. Oh, and he's bringing the chair in. Ziggler's telling him, hit me. Oh, Damian looks like he's got that crazy look on his face. Rude is telling him to hit him. And he hits Rude instead, but that gets hit with the zigzag. 2. Oh, almost. Damian Priest kicked out of 2. But yeah, Captain Jerk, it was just differences between him and Vince McMahon. And he just chose not to renew his contract with WWE and went to AEW. The Beast is champion. You got that right, Grave. Maybe for Team KO, team with Sami Zayn again. Priest. 1, 2, 3. Priest just pinned Ziggler. Right, and Cap Jerk, he actually left WWE a long time ago. Suplex City. Grave, did you see that Paul Heyman is back with the Beast incarnate? Speaking of Vince McMahon, there you go. Yeah, Captain Jerk, it's been a few years. Dolph Ziggler was a good wrestler, but now WWE turned him into a giant jobber. Austin Theory's in the back with Mr. McMahon again. Right, Grave? Austin Theory is assuming he's going to get a rematch with Finn Balor. If you can't beat him one way. I don't know what he was here during the football game yesterday. I don't know. He might be watching football, though, Joe. At the Royal Rumble. Oh, Mr. McMahon is putting Austin Theory in the Rumble. He's telling him if you win the Rumble, you're gonna main event the WrestleMania. Like he's doing him a favor. I don't know if Austin Theory realizes that every entrant in the Royal Rumble gets the same deal. Woo, Miz! Joseph Crawl. You know what that means. Beth Phoenix is going to be coming out too. And she's going to beat up your girlfriend. I know what will happen. Brock will lose his champion at Raw because of Roman. Then at WrestleMania, Brock will end Roman's championship reign. Then Drew McIntyre and Reggie will win the championship. So I think they're going to have a fatal four-way tonight. I think Lashley's going to win the fatal four-way. It's going to be Lashley and Lesnar at Royal Rumble. Lashley's going to lose the title. And then we will end up having Brock and Roman at WrestleMania. Last time I checked was 0-0, 0-0. Do. What do you mean, boo, Beth, boo? Don't be mad because she's more badass than Maurice. She looked badass Saturday, Joseph. She looked wicked badass, man. Lavender's all. Oh, isn't that sweet? Lavender's all. This commercial is so funny. Yeah, I don't. We were talking about that earlier. There's a lot of rumors that they are going to unify the belts. I don't see them unifying the two heavyweight belts. There are too many options for WWE. It's interesting to see what WWE going to do with Roman, Big Bobby, and Brock Lesnar. It is. And we were actually talking about that earlier. We were talking about it's a similar situation with all the women that are supposed to be returning. We have Bayley, we have Lacey Evans, we have Alexa Bliss, and then there's rumors that Rousey's going to be coming back. With those 4, and 3 out of the 4 are all saying they're ready to come back now. And so I was saying that we could have the next few weeks as major freaking rating hikes for WWE if they end up running with these storylines. If they don't follow their same old. Like next week, if they end up for the women's triple threat match to see who's going to go off at Becky Lynch at Rumble, if somebody returned at the end of that match, whether it be Bayley, Alexa, and like attack the winner, I don't. So everything I heard is Rock can't do, because they were trying to get Rock at Rumble to host it. That ended up falling through, and they couldn't get him for Mania either because of Young Rock. And I think that's why they were going with the storyline or the plan of Roman and Brock at WrestleMania. But that would be a cool tag team, Grave, but I don't see Roman. If it were to work out that way, it'd be Roman and Brock because they're blood. Captain, guess what band I was listening to on the way home? Mute. Question mute. Just a roll. So there's Beth Phoenix. AJ versus Omos, who won. They haven't had the match yet. So that match is still coming up, Grave. Right now we got Miz and Maurice in the ring. We stand before you outraged. They are outraged, Joseph Grohl. Impossible. Black Flag TV party? Joseph Grohl. So it's 10 o'clock, and we still have the main event, Fatal 4-Way, and we still have the Omos versus AJ Styles match. Miz keeps trying to speak French. Until that last kick out. I think that Triple H will be a surprise entrant in the room. Grass, according to everything I've seen, Triple H is having a lot of health issues right now. So I don't see Triple H being entered in the Royal Rumble. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. You forgot? You forgot? Oh. I absolutely love the Brood music. I could clearly yeah, Grass. Ordinarily, I would say yeah, but where he's been having some, and I heard like he came home from the hospital, but I heard he still isn't 100%. Your lives and relationships are so miserable. I don't know, Joseph. Jimmy don't like a lot of music that's out right now. He likes older stuff. Oh. Are you serious? He's going to say that Edge hid behind Beth Phoenix? Miz is saying, who relies on their wife to fight the battles? Oh, you are strong, you are brave, you are handsome. Oh. She just said that if Beth Phoenix was there, she'd punch her in the face. Hit Beth Phoenix's music, Joseph! Hit Beth Phoenix's music! Here she comes! And hit Edge's music! Joseph Grill! Black full arms in 1976. Oh, okay. Were you even alive in 1976, Joseph Grill? Here comes the new power couple, Joseph Grill. I'm very surprised Miz and Maurice are still in the ring, Joseph Grill. You know they're scared. You know they're scared. Beth said you are saying, Maurice? Yeah, that's what we figured, Ed said. Ed said that he knew Miz would come out bitch bone around and complain. It could have been the Browns lost last week. What else is new? He said that Miz shit his pants as soon as he heard Beth Phoenix music. South Carolina. Edwin. The Miz is at a loss for words, Ed said. Here we go, Joseph. Ready? Are you ready for the mixed tag match that they're going to make? He's crazy enough to give Miz what he wants. And then he said, no, actually, we're going to give you what you want. Maurice's face right now says a lot. A huge marquee in the lights. Miz, Maurice, the It Couple versus Rated R Superstar and the Glamazon. The Grit Couple, Andrew Merritt. So there we have it. Miz and Maurice, Edge and Beth Phoenix, Royal Rumble. The crowd is doing yes, 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 yes. Miz said, are you serious? And Beth said yes. Buffy said, what's it gonna be? He gonna say no. Oh, he said we accept. Maurice looks good. Maurice is yelling at Miz right now. Oh, she turned around to look at Beth, and Beth was like this, and she done fell on straight on her ass. If Miz needed someone in the ring with him so bad, Miz could have hired a trained monkey. So there you have it. We have the mixed tag Miz and Maurice versus Edge and Beth at Royal Rumble. They got Big E in the back. Something's going to happen, Joseph, because they still have the Omos AJ Styles match. And they still have the Fatal 4-Way main event. And it's 10:15. Big E said, we make sure our next chapter is our best chapter. That rhymed, Joseph. Make sure your next chapter is your best chapter. He said he'll be damned if there's a soul on earth that can stop him. Oh, here comes AJ Styles. We're going to have a TV party tonight because we got nothing else better to do. Really, Joseph? Joseph, tell your girlfriend AJ Styles is on TV. AJ shakes his butt. LOL when he comes out. He does. He shakes like... So, Joseph Girl, did you hear my dilemma? Did you watch my news video last night, Joseph Girl? Did you? Did you? Did you? Did you? U.S. Pasha AJ will kick ass off that dumb Omos. Tell him, U.S. Tell him. AJ, AJ, AJ. Oh, Jesus Christ, Joseph Girl, what do you mean? I never got to it. What the hell are you talking about, Joseph Grohl? Jesus Christ, Joseph Grohl. Joseph Grohl, Drew McIntyre is legitimately hurt, which is why they did that backstage attack storyline Saturday. He's being... You never sent it to me. I shouldn't have to send it to you, Joseph Grohl. Did you ring the bell, Joseph Grohl? You better have rung the bell, Joseph Grohl. It's on goddamn YouTube, Joseph Grohl. Jesus Christ, Joseph Grohl. I always ring the bell. You ring the bell just so you can ignore videos, Joseph Grohl? Yeah, US. I mean, I liked Omos when he first came in, but unfortunately, they've done really nothing to train him, and he's the typical. Oh, you saw that? Yeah, he's standing. He was right here, and he stood up to stretch. Um, so Omos is like the typical big man that has a boot and a slam, and that's pretty much it. Um, he has no moves, uh, no training. That's what, unfortunately, that's what WWE does. Is they end up blowing it. They have these massive men, and if those men had no training when they came into the company, they don't train them. And unfortunately for us as fans, they got rid of like Braun Strowman because they brought in two big men and then thought that they had too many big men. But unfortunately, the two big men they got both have two moves and they're the same move. Both Omos and Commander Aziz have the same moves because they're big and they can't move around. They're not very agile. And that's what makes a gimmick like Omos suck, because he's got two moves. Yeah, he's fucking massive, but he doesn't do anything. After AJ gets his butt kicked by Omos, I have a feeling WWE will do to him what they did to the Big Show. I mean, and like the bad part is they've built Omos up as undefeatable because he's so massive. But they can't legitimately have AJ Styles lose to Omos. I mean, somebody with AJ Styles' skill should not legitimately lose to Omos. And I'm not booing Omos, Joseph Grohl. It's WWE's fault that he has no skill. Literally, all he has is a style, Joseph. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. So, I mean, legitimately, I think it's going to be the fucking NXT dude that's going to come down and interfere in the match and cause disqualification. That is the only way this match should end, because they can't have AJ get beaten by Omos because Omos has no skill, but because of the way they built up Omos, they can't have Omos lose either, at least by a pin. Yeah, grass cutter. I think Vince McMahon should, like, he can stay the CEO of WWE. He just needs to stay out of creative. I've said for years, there's a reason he hires writers. He needs to let them do their jobs. and stop changing storylines. I mean, because like we're having the 1980s fucking, like, this match legitimately is 1980s fan favorite Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant, the big man. Like, AJ's gonna hit the full out of forearm and Omos is gonna catch him. He's gonna counter by AJ. Ooh, and a big slap out of the sky. Right? I mean, and unfortunately, like back then it was great. But unfortunately, because of Vince McMahon, 40 years later, we're still watching the same storylines just with different people. But it's the same exact fucking story. This is why big men like The Undertaker can't retire. Vince keeps hiring guys and can't. Right. Exactly, Mr. J. And see, like, I wonder if the new guy from NXT will help out AJ or Omos. Well, he's gonna help Omos because he's gonna face AJ tomorrow. So, are you fucking serious? What the fuck? They just had fucking Omos slam AJ twice and then pin him. He pretty much fucking picked him up twice and dropped him on the mat twice and fucking pinned him. Literally. It's just fucking. You know, it's just. Acknowledge me. Brock Lesnar said as soon as he started talking, acknowledge me. Hey, Gary. I'm good, Gary. Little disappointed in WWE, but we'll have to see where they go. Here comes KO for the Fatal 4-Way. So, Joseph Kroll, I think, like I said earlier, I have a feeling, I have no way of confirming it, but I have a feeling KO's Twitter about I did it is Sami Zayn's going to interfere in this Fatal 4-Way. WWE is disappointed. Right. Gary, we were actually literally just talking about that before you came in. Thank you, Joseph. They have Grass Cutter. And like I said, it's like, as much as, and what pisses me off even more is we get writers doing their jobs and starting new storylines, and then Vince says, no, 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 and completely goes back to 30 years ago. Like I said, it's fucking 30 years ago with the same fucking storylines. I mean, if you think about it, at fucking WrestleMania, we saw Andre the Giant do the same thing to fucking Hulk Hogan and win the title from him. He dropped him and choked him out. Oh, no, Gary, I'm sorry. Right, US? I mean, and unfortunately, it's situations like this which are making fans turn away. As much as I want to keep loving WWE, they do things like that piss me off. And it's like, really? How are you going to take a fucking guy as talented as AJ fucking Styles and have him lose? Yes, he lost to a bigger guy, but the dude had two fucking moves. He didn't even use them all on AJ Styles. All he did was drop him on his face. Aw, thanks, Mr. J. Because fucking WWE sucks, US. They had fucking Omos drop him. He picked him up by his neck and slammed him down twice and then pinned him. I mean, and it's just like I was saying, like, there was no way AJ Styles should have legitimately lost to Omos. There was no way. He's way too fucking talented. He's beaten bigger guys than fucking Omos in the past. And everyone that's watched AJ Styles' career knows that. Right, Gary? When it rains, it pours, huh? A guy who defeated John Cena, that guy lost to that guy who don't even have exactly US. And that's what I'm saying. Like, literally freaking Omos has two fucking moves. And like I said, he didn't even use them both. He didn't use the big boot. All he did was fucking slam AJ down twice and fucking beat him. I mean, and this is why people are getting sick of watching fucking WWE, because they fucking, it's just getting stupid. It's getting unbelievably stupid. Exactly, Joseph. That's why I'm thinking Alexa Bliss is going to return before the Rumble, because they keep showing Alexa Bliss moments. His one move is full copy of great. Exactly, US. Exactly. I mean, like I said, that match was literally the Hulk Hogan fucking Andre the Giant match 40 years later. Joseph Crow. Alexa Bliss's journey to return back to Raw starts next week, Joseph Grohl. Ben playing his last home game tonight. Somebody was saying that earlier, Joe. Gary. So is he retiring? I know he said he was going to retire at the end of last season and then changed his mind. Gas kind of thanks, my friend. So now here comes Big E. Do you think he's going to stick with it this time, Gary? Like, I know last year he said he was going to retire and they talked him out of it. I always thought he would play as long as Tom Brady played, because he don't want Tom Brady to be the oldest playing quarterback. Here comes Seth Rollins. Let's go now. AJ Styles will beat Edge. He'll do feud with Edge, Miss McMahon. He'll lose to Omos. "17 years. He's been sacked 523 times. Yeah, I think they actually counted how many times he's been sacked, Gary. Did they really make that a record? KO just did a sign. You saw that? No, I missed it, Joseph Grohl. Here comes Bobby Lashley. I missed the sign, Joseph Grohl. What did he do? And honestly, just had that set on TV. Jesus Christ, now they're doing fucking stats for fucking sacks? Are you serious? They're going to make that a record? Who's going to beat Big Ben's sack record? Jesus Christ. The world's coming to. Bobby Lashley. Joseph Chubb is a beast. With a name like Chubb, Gary. Uh-huh. He was going to the ring and he said when he waved his arms, like, get down to this ring. I'm telling you, Joseph Girl, that's what the I did it tweet was. It was for Sami Zayn. It's because he talked Sami Zayn into fucking interfering in the match. Except I think it's going to blow up in Kevin Owens' face. He's going to end up costing Kevin Owens. Thank you, Gary. I always pick him in my football fantasy. He is on Cleveland. That was kind of a cute progressive commercial. Flo's sister uses Flo's insurance talk to put her baby to sleep. Shnikash! Oh, that's a bueno. See, that's something I would do. I'm a Libra, and I would get 2 different burritos because I couldn't decide between one or the other. Ask Jimmy. I have major problems making decisions, and it's a Libra thing. It is. Can you imagine being sacked 523 times? Cesaro is coming in. Kickoff show. Nice. And deserves what he did. Just beat Greg Kelly. Main events of Backlash 2020. Yep. Yes, US. Exactly. We got fucking Cesaro and Sheamus on the fucking kickoff show. Oh no, 13-7. I mean, and that's the thing. Like they pull Ricochet up from NXT, team him with Aleister Black for 3 weeks, make a badass tag team, separate them, make them both separately go into the Abyss, release Aleister Black, And Cesaro and Sheamus, who were fucking tag team champions and who had a great rivalry for years. Cesaro, they still have the nerve to call him the fucking Swiss cyborg and the Swiss Superman. They call fucking Sheamus the fucking Irish ass kicker and shit like that. But they're both fucking B characters now? Seriously? I mean, the worst thing is fucking Ricochet. I mean, it's to the point where they're fucking people over and like they used fucking like they have so many talented fucking superstars that they're not using fucking, and they're still fucking main staging people like Charlotte fucking Flair, for fuck's sakes. Sorry, Joseph. Like, why? Why? I'm watching WWE for 29 years. I'm not old. Of 69. Just kidding. I'm 34 and I watched Raw after fucking 4 years. Yeah. I've been watching WWE since I was like 5. So I've been watching WWE for over 40 years. Stayed loyal. And almost to the point where I'm just like, what? Like, I simply watch it now because I like the wrestlers themselves. Like, fucking, they're completely destroying the fucking product. And I've been saying that for a long time. I think the best thing that happened to WWE is fucking AEW because they've had too long where they haven't had competition and they could do whatever the fuck they wanted and people had no other choice. And unfortunately, fucking, like, so we got Bobby Lashley and Big E in the ring. Right, Gary? I mean, and I'm a wicked diehard wrestling fan, but it's like every now and then they'll do something to excite me, and it's not the storylines that are exciting me, it's the wrestlers themselves. Like, they barely throw a flag. That's the best part. That's because women be like, fuck it, let them play. Charlotte Flair gets more championship matches than anyone else on the. That's just so fucking grass cutter. That's because they are going to keep shoving Charlotte Flair down our throats until she beats Ric Flair's title count. Nobody else is going to beat it till Charlotte Flair beats it. They're not going to have any males beat it. John Cena tied it. Now it's going to stay there until fucking Charlotte Flair beats it. So they're going to keep giving the fucking bitch titles until she beats Ric Flair's count. Right? It's great to see Edge. What a spear through the barricade, right? Oh, shit. Into the announcer's table. Run, MVP, run! But watch out, Biggie. Biggie was gonna choke slam Seth Rollins, and Kevin Owens saved him. Oh, they're gonna put Big E through the table. Into the post, Big E goes. So, Joseph, they're going to work together to take out Big E and Lashley. And I bet you that's what Kevin Owens has Sami Zayn coming in to do when they take out the two big guys. Fucking Sami Zayn is supposed to come down and help Kevin Owens beat Seth Rollins. If they don't, man, took them 15 years to finally have a year. I don't mind. Big E put through the announcer's table. Oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah. We need to overload fucking WWE's email by telling them to hire me as a fucking writer so that way we can have good storylines. God damn it. Get to see things that people actually want to see. I'd be happy if I was told fucking Sonic. We keep showing the fucking Sonic commercials. So we got 15 minutes, Joseph, for this fucking main event, man. Both Big E and Lashley were just out of it. Big E got put through the announcer's table. That's going to equalize him. So that's why fucking he ain't going to win the belt. He'll be taken out of the fucking pinning scenario. And that's why Bobby Lashley is going to win the match. Yep. Gary, pull out your connections, man. Call Vince McMahon. Kathy Bates, where are you? Call Vince McMahon, man. It was nice to meet you too, US. Have a good night. Thank you for swinging by and hanging out with us. All donations greatly appreciated, Gary. I would have so much fun writing for WWE, making people do what I want them to do. Sorry, Joseph, but Charlotte Flair would never hold another title. If this is a business, then it's safe, though, jerky receipts. Do. You're such a Virgo. Joseph, are you a Virgo? Do you cut your burritos? All right, so Big E's back in the ring. Bobby Lashley's pulling Seth Rollins out, beating up Seth Rollins. Kevin Owens is now holding a Lashley, and Seth Rollins is beating up Lashley. Rollins and KO still working together. Come on, Joseph Girl. I wouldn't take her off TV. She can still be on TV. She just won't hold the title no more. I watched that documentary with Ricky Steamboat. He said his match with Macho Man was 215 moves he had to remember. Gary, I saw that. Yup. But that was an awesome fucking match. And now all men are down except for Bobby Lashley. Thomas, tell him Bobby Lashley gonna win. Bobby Lashley gonna win. Tell him, Thomas. Oh, Big E and Bobby Lashley gonna face off again. Oh, now they're pointing at KO and Seth Rollins. Oh shit! What are they doing? What are they doing? Oh, that's right too. There's no count out because it's a fatal 4-way match. I forgot about that. Cheering for Brother Gary.
Where?
Yes, you did hear Jimmy. You did. I'm surprised you didn't see his shadow walking back and forth. Uh-huh. Yup. Most vapes contain seriously addictive levels. Someone please take the belt from Charlotte. As soon as I get hired, Mr. J, I will. Jimmy C is a handsome young man. Thank you, Gary. Thank you. Good to know that I have some good taste. Mr. J, no. I'm telling you, Joe, I won't take her off TV. I'll still let her be on the hunt for the belt. She just won't hold it again. Delete. She's going to be going to AEW anyway, Joseph. Is she going to go be with her man? They'll end up having her and fucking Ric Flair debut at the same time. He going to come out with the daddy little girl. And then she going to go after Britt Baker. She could be in their title picture. You guys are great together. Oh, thanks, Gary. Yes, she will, Joseph. As soon as she gets fucking Ric Flair's title count beat, she's gonna go to AEW. That's the only reason she's still with WWE. Because she wants to fucking be the new Flair with the new most titles. Vigil. To be forgot. She could say I'm the only lady to held. She already does. Like they say all the time she's the woman with the most title reigns. At 13, I think was the last count. I mean, she's got fucking Joseph Girl. So we got Bobby Lashley and Big E still on the outside of the ring fighting. They need to remember that all it takes is one pin. Fucking Kevin Owens or Seth Rollins could pin the other one and win. Joseph, after seeing the last few times Charlotte won the belt, is she really worthy to be called the queen? Holy moly, KO. Oh, shit. So, Joseph Girl, speaking of fucking 30 years ago, do you remember the match? Yes, it was a tag match, but the match between the Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys when Jeff Hardy did the same exact fucking thing and took out all three. I remember Ric Flair said to Sting, a 14-time champion. Sting said that means you lost 13 times and tomorrow will be 14. Right, Gary? And that's what I keep saying. You can say I've held the title 13 times. That just means you lost it in the last 12. Charlotte Flair always be my queen. She can be your queen, Joseph. She be your queen. Doesn't mean she has to be everybody else's queen. Oh, Swanton Bomb for KOs. Frog Splash for Kevin Owens. For Seth Rollins. Kevin Owens, what are you doing? He was just going to let Seth Rollins get the fucking pin. The fuck? Oh, double super kick to Big E. Rollins going for the stop, but Big E tried to get a big ending. Kevin Owens tried to go for a pop-up powerbomb, but couldn't. Tried to go for a stunner and couldn't. Pop-up powerbomb. 2. Charlotte will be clean in her own head. She's on my mind. I tell you, you can have her, Joseph. You can have her. She could be in the JGW, the Joseph Girl Wrestling Federation. Joseph. That's brilliant, Joseph. JGW, Joseph Girl Federation. Oh, shit, he just speared Big E out of his boots. And he spears Seth Rollins. Oh, and Owens super kick to Bobby Lashley. He goes for a stunner, can't do it. Spear to Kevin Owens. 1, 2, 3. Who called it? Woo! I called it. Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. Royal Rumble. Gotta love when I'm right. Bye all. I want to watch you. Oh, the next one. Stay safe. Bye, Grass Cutter. Thank you for hanging out. All right, peoples. Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. Is Brock Lesnar going to come out? Or are they going to call this a night? Boom, boom, boom. The only big thing other than Charlotte's ego is her nose. Yep, unfortunately, when she got all that work done, she didn't have her nose fixed. Seth freaking Rollins. All right. Now, my only question are they actually going to give us this? Are they really going to give us Lashley, Lesnar at the Rumble? I got a Peloton bike. I got to put it together. Oh, Lashley, Lesnar's watching on the big TV. Oh. So Joseph Grohl, does that mean that Roman got retested today and tested negative? We are going to have to do some research, Joseph. All right. So, Royal Rumble, Brock Lesnar versus versus Bobby Lashley. Let's see. I hope so. I don't want to see nobody with COVID. Hopefully, Joseph. Hopefully. Um. I don't know. I'm going to have to do some research, Joseph, because I just quickly looked it up and didn't see anything about it. But if they're saying that Brock Lesnar is going to be seeing Roman Reigns on Friday, it could just be hype to get people to tune in. But, yeah. All right, guys. So I will be doing AEW. I'm going to try to do New Year's Evil tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I will definitely do AEW on Wednesday. And we'll be doing SmackDown on Friday. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. All right. Love you all. Thank you for hanging with me. Thank you for chilling and hitting the likes. And I will see you guys when I see you. Very excited about Lesnar, right? Lesnar and Lashley. We'll see if they actually give it to us. Love you guys. Thank you all. Enjoyed Raw, hanging out with you guys. And I will talk to you later. Love ya. Bye.